I'm ready when you are.
Okay, this is Tom Blair with Inside Colorado Wrestling, doing another episode of Boundary Colorado High School Wrestling. Today's guest is Denver West coach Rocco DePaolo. How's it going, Rocco?
Life's good, man. How are you, Tom?
Not bad. We're letting the wrestling community know about the coaches throughout the state. You're one of the many teams in Denver area, part of the Denver Public School District. I had to think a minute there for a while. That's getting old. So let the community know a little of your background for wrestling and then your coaching background.
I grew up in Aurora. I wrestled through Eagle Crest High School under Sparky Adair. I did a little stint at Stanley Lake under Ron Graneri. And then I wrestled up at UNC under Jack Mon and Ben Sherrington. And then when I graduated college with a teaching degree, I jumped right into Denver Public Schools, and I've been coaching and teaching in DPS ever since.
Okay. So how long have you been at Denver West?
I have been the head coach at Denver West. This is my second season.
Another sophomore coach. We've got quite a few of those this year.
Yes.
Usually you have around 35 new head coaches per year. That's one reason why I wanted to get this out to the public and let people know who the coaches are. So how did your team do last year throughout the season and also at the state tournament?
So prior to this taking over, Denver West didn't failed to get a qualifier at the Pepsi Center. Last year we finished with 3 state qualifiers, all 3 of them coming back this season. At the league tournament, we ended up taking 5th place out of 9 teams, and we hit the off-season pretty hard with 11 kids doing some freestyle and Greco.
Okay. What does your squad size look for this season?
We started with about 35 kids. Yeah, I'd say 35 is a fair number. We've got some eligibility issues. We've got some injuries. I have 24 kids being represented this weekend.
Okay. What does your coaching staff look like?
I've got a diverse coaching staff. I have some West alum, I have some college wrestlers, and I have some military guys involved as well. And when I try to think of the whole coaching staff, I'm trying to think of all student athletes. I've got some West kids that relate better with the West alum. I've got some ROTC kids who really like that mental tease that the military guys have. I've got some lightweight kids that wrestle with the college guys. And then I just kind of oversee and make sure that all of them are involved and they're having fun with the sport. Because this is a tough sport, especially in Denver Public Schools when we don't have a lot of middle school and elementary school wrestling. These kids get involved in it their freshman and sophomore year. So I'm just trying to make sure that they have fun with it, even whether they win or lose.
So are you going to put names behind those coaching staff, or are they going to be anonymous coaches?
I've got some West alum, Phil Lamos, Joe Camacho. My X Factor, he's from Chaparral, his name's Josh Emery, and I have another Sergeant Jeffrey Becker. Those guys are my military X Factors. I've got Gary Miller, he's awesome with the lower league guys as well. Who else am I missing? Josh, Joe, Gary, Phil, and Josiah Seaton, 2-time world team member from CSU Pueblo, NCAA qualifier, and then myself as well. So we have a pretty solid coaching staff.
What are your expectations for the team this year?
Have fun. Do better than we did last year. I'm always preaching to the kids, win the day. I stole that from Lou Holtz, the Notre Dame football coach. Win the day and all these challenges that are thrown at you, school, wrestling, relationships. And as long as they win more days than they lose, that's the end goal. I'd like to also see all the kids that show up to win a match, at least one match. And I got one kid who still needs to win a match.
Okay. You said you had 3 kids return from last year, and you have a good squad of about 24 kids.
Correct.
So what does the freshman class look like?
I've got some tough freshmen wrestling down at the Legend JV Duels right now. Some of them are 2-0, 2-1. But like I said, though, they've never wrestled before, so this is their first experience with wrestling. And if you know the sport, first-year wrestler is going to have some obstacles they've got to overcome. So that's what they're dealing with right now. I'm just making sure that they have fun and keep reminding them about their junior and senior year.
Okay. Do you have any girls out on your squad?
Started with 5. I'm down to 3 right now. Eligibility and an injury. So I've got 3 girls representing Denver West. 2 of them at 105 pounds, and then another one at 127 pounds.
This is the second year of the pilot program, and next year it's going to be a sanctioned sport for girls. How do you feel the growth is going with the women's wrestling and girls wrestling in high school here in Colorado?
I just got back from the Eagle Crest girls tournament, and they had to kick the JV tournament out because the numbers were too big. They had 200 and plus girls there today. It was phenomenal. I had some friends watching some matches, and these girls are tough. It's very impressive to see what has happened in the past couple of years with girls wrestling.
With the growth of girls wrestling and stuff, do you think we're going to start to see a shortage of qualified coaches for the girls or for the boys teams?
I bet you we find more qualified coaches. If you look at some of the elite girl programs, some of those coaches behind those teams they're excellent coaches. I know Chatfield, for example, has an excellent girls program, and those coaches are very well rounded. Their boys team's also an excellent team as well. So I would say, if anything, it makes it better.
Okay. Good luck in the season, Rocco. Good luck with your team, and thank you for your time.
Go Cowboys.